asking about the date on which something happens using effective. How is the word effective or effect used to indicate from which date a new rule change will be applied? I am not sure which of the following is correct. These changes will take effect from March 1, 2012. These changes will take effect on March 1, 2012. These changes will be effective on March 1, 2012. These changes will be effective from March 1, 2012. These changes will be effective March 1, 2012. Update: I just came across a new phrase. March 1, 2012 is when the new changes will come into effect.
I think the first four are all correct. I tend to use the take effect versions to avoid possible confusion with the sense of effective meaning adequate for the purpose. The final one feels to me to be an informal shorthand. You'd hear it used, but it may not be 100% strictly correct.
All are correct, but take effect is preferred to be effective. Take effect on seems most common. Changes will take effect on also has more Google results than the other phrasings.
I would agree that the first four are all valid. There is, however, a difference between effective from and effective on, and the take effect equivalence. If a change is effective on a date, a possible implication is that after then, it will not be taking effect, that is, it is a one-off change just for that day. If it is ongoing, which is more likely, then effective from is probably better, although the difference is slight. I would also consider that take effect sounds more like some physical or practical change, whereas effective implies a change in regulations. So an increase in the number of traffic warders might take effect from tomorrow, whereas an increase in the parking charge could be effective from next week. However, the differences are very subtle.
I'd say number 2, number 5 are all good and valid, while number 1 is rarely used. If you say take effect from, people would normally expect you to say through and give an end date. But for reasons that I don't think have anything to do with grammar, just convention, be effective from without an end date is common. Be effective on is ambiguous. It could mean only that one day, or it could mean from that day until the indefinite future. People would probably guess from the context. Like if you said, the new safety regulations will be effective on March 1st, people would assume you meant from that day forward. But if you said, the sale price will be effective on March 1st, they'd probably think you meant just for that one day. Be effective from always means to the indefinite future. Others have said that be effective can also mean adequate to the purpose. True, but that would be an unlikely meaning when given with a date. If you said, the new safety regulations will be effective, that would mean that they will, in fact, improve safety. But the new safety regulations will be effective on March 1st means that's the day they start. I suppose you could imagine a case where it's truly ambiguous. Like if someone is trying to say that the new safety regulations will be impractical when we install the new machine we are getting on April 1st, I suppose he could say, the new safety regulations will be effective in March, meaning they will be useful in March but will cease to be useful in April. But you could say that sort of thing about all sorts of words and phrases, they could have different meanings in different contexts. Lots of jokes are based on such potential confusion. As well as lots of unnecessary arguments, I suppose.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.